So today we're going to be talking about something that I know all too well. I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I do. I know it all too well. It's that little trap that I like to, it's all, AKA the Overthinking Olympics. Anybody else ever been training for that? Yeah, I have. Plenty of times. Been training for the Overthinking Olympics. So we're going to dive deep into that today. Hope you guys are ready. I'm super excited. Let's go. Hey y'all, welcome to today's episode of the Squad Podcast. It's your girl, your coach, Coach Tocha Moore. Y'all, we are always here for all things. We don't just talk about purpose, but we believe in fighting for it because we all have something that we are specifically assigned to do in this earth. And so I'm excited. And this is a safe space for us to grow. We're going to cry. We're going to laugh. We're going to do all the things while we're here because that's what we do, right? Um, and so, y'all, listen. Today we're talking about something that I know a little bit too well. And and the crazy part is you probably do too, the overthinking bus. Anybody else ever been on it? So I'm excited to get started on this today's episode. But before we do that, click the subscribe. Hit it, subscribe wherever it is. Y'all make sure that you're following the Coach Tasha on Instagram, on TikTok, all of the places on Facebook, because we want you to be one. I want to connect with y'all. That's first and foremost, truly my heart. And then second of all, I want you guys to be in the know of everything that we have going on, from our retreat to episodes of the podcast. We're going to be doing some pop-up shops coming up soon. Some great things going on. So I'm very excited and I want you to be in the know. So hit subscribe, download the episode, and share it. Y'all with me? Thank you so much. So let me check in with you. How are you doing, squad? How's everything? Are we reaching our goals? Yes. We're going to give ourselves a big old hug because we love goal reaching over here. And if we're not, it's okay, y'all. Clap it up, clap it down, however you want to do it. Clean slate. Start again. Start over. Start wherever you are. You're capable of doing everything you set your mind to do. So, today, have y'all done it? Mapped out a plan, got it all written out, know all the things you're going to do, and then you're still doing research, right? You're watching another YouTube video. I raised both my hands on that, right? You're telling yourself you're getting ready. My husband tells me all the time, you always say you're getting ready. And I don't see you moving like you're getting ready. Like if we're going on a date night, I'm like, okay, I'm about to get ready as I'm still sitting on the couch. Y'all with me today? Anybody else? You're sitting there like, I'm getting ready, but you haven't moved yet. Mm-hmm. Sis, you're stuck. And what I like to call study hall. Y'all remember study hall? I know they don't really have it anymore, or they call it all kind of different names. Y'all remember study hall when you had the time to sit and prepare yourself for the assignment, the test, or whatever, get your homework done. Y'all, some of us been in study hall way too long. Our whole day consists of study hall. It's time for you to move. So, um, let's get into it. All right. So, first thing I want to share with you is, sis, you're not lazy. You stuck. Anybody else? I know I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm so lazy. I didn't get anything done. I've done this or I've done that, and I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing research. That's what I tell myself. I don't know what your word is. I'm like, I'm learning all the things I need to learn. Y'all, I got my blanket on today. I'm a little cold. Your girl is anemic, so y'all just gonna have to rock with me in my blanket. I love it though. It feels so I love my blanket. I'm not gonna lie and say I know I do. Okay, so y'all, here's the thing I want you to understand. First of all, let me say this. It is okay for you to need information, to feel like you've got to research some things. I'm not telling you not to research. Hear me when I say that. Normalize doing some research because some of us just jump out there and we ain't done nothing. Okay. Do a little bit of research. Talk to some people. Whatever you need to do to get yourself a little bit in that, okay, I know a little bit about this. Before I hosted my first retreat, I did some research. looked up women who had done retreats and was like, oh, okay, these are the types of things that they do at retreats. Just so I had a little bit of a gauge of what I was walking into. Okay. All right. And so I need y'all to hear me with my whole heart today. You're not lazy, you're stuck. Okay. Do y'all hear that? You're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. We might tell ourselves, I don't know why I just can't move. I'm just not motivated. Or you've just gotten comfortable in preparation. You've just gotten comfortable in preparation mode. Y'all know how that is. We're preparing, and we're researching, watching videos, we're talking to people, we're doing all the things that we're supposed to do for a very extended period of time. I'm not saying that there is a set time, but sometimes we'll tell ourselves that we're preparing when really what we're doing is procrastinating on purpose. Why? Why would you procrastinate on purpose? Because we're scared, we're afraid, we are unsure, we don't know what we don't know, and we feel like we have to know it before we can do it. We have to know all the parts before we can do it. We have to know all the things before we can do it. Do y'all hear me? We become so addicted to the research, we become allergic. Uh-oh, are y'all hearing me right now? We become so addicted to the research, we become allergic to the risks that we're going to have to take. That's the nugget. We become so addicted to the research, got to learn more, got to search more, got to look, got to do more to get prepared, that we become allergic because we don't want to take the risk of moving forward. I'm just going to stay right here in the preparation phase and the research phase. That's what we do. Y'all know it's true. I'm gonna research one more time. I'm talk to one more person. I'm gonna do one more this. I'm gonna go to one more class. Do you know how many classes I paid for? And then I'm like, what am I supposed to use this for again? Because I was preparing and researching and all of the things. Yeah, I've been there. I got a journal full of ideas. I do. I have multiple journals full of ideas. That's the truth. Y'all know I'm gonna be honest. I prayed about some things over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm not telling you don't pray. We God girls over here, right? Pray if that's your thing. I want you to pray. That's my thing. I'm gonna pray first to see what God has given me on it. And y'all, the truth of the matter is, I watched people live out their dreams while I was still sitting waiting on mine to happen. When God had already given me the vision, given me the okay, maybe just the first step or even half of a first step, but I still felt like I needed more. I need more this or I need more that. Um, and the truth is because I was waiting to feel ready. Will you ever? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Clarity doesn't come from more thinking. Sometimes it comes from moving. Clarity does not always come from thinking. I'm thinking, I'm thinking, I'm thinking. It comes when you start to move. It comes from doing something. From doing. I can honestly say I got some of the most, I got more clear as I started moving toward what I thought I was supposed to go after. Okay. It's like that sometimes, y'all. Most of the time, the truth is, most of the time, it's like that. You got to start moving. And when do the clarity comes on, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do next. Oh, I can go over here next. Oh, I can call this person next. Oh, I can connect with them. When I started moving, I got clarity on the next thing I was supposed to do. But while I was sitting and just researching, it was like, I don't know. I had researched a whole bunch of things that honestly I could have applied. So the one thing I should have done got lost in all the things I could do. Honestly, overthinking is a survival response. I know for me, I can go down a rabbit hole like none other. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a retreat. Well, I could do a retreat here, or I could do a retreat there, or what if I do this, or what if I do that? Oh, what if I take it out of town? Oh, I can do this. Oh, should I rent a beach house? Oh, no, just some hotel rooms. Uh, just the whole, well, if I do that, then what about this? And if I do that, then what about this? What if women don't want to stay in a hotel room? Oh, if I do a house, they're going to be in rooms with people that they don't know. And all of the things. The thing about it is, purpose ain't built on survival mode. It's built on faith mode. I'm just trying to survive. I'm figuring out. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna just get researching all these things, and I'm just trying to keep the hope and the dream and the thing alive, researching it, not moving toward it. But the truth of the matter is, I wasn't doing really anything that would move me toward what I was supposed to be doing because I had a blueprint. I told you I researched and saw things. It was like, oh, okay, I could do this and could do that. But it was like, oh, I would say this, and they'd be like, oh, but all these things could happen if I do that. That's true. It could. Will it? You don't know until you move. We don't know until we start in the direction of something. And so purpose isn't built on sitting and waiting. It's built on taking the leap of faith that says, okay, I'm going toward this. I'm going to start working towards that. Y'all, guess what? The enemy loves to keep you in preparing, researching mode. I put air quotes because that's what we say we're doing. We're researching the thing, right? And the truth is, the enemy doesn't have to stop you if he can just keep you in planning mode. What do you got to stop? Nothing, because you're not moving. You're still planning. The enemy tried to block me. No, he didn't. You didn't move. He's just like, I'm going to keep right there planning. She's going to stay planning. Keep planning. I'm planning and planning. I'm researching. I'm preparing before I run out there. Again, preparation is key. But how long you take in preparation, sometimes we're preparing a little bit longer than we need to, y'all. Come on. That's just the truth. It's the truth. We keep planning, and he keeps us in planning till we get to the point where we say, oh, no, this isn't for me. This was another I got when I was preparing my notes. Y'all, he keeps you planning long enough so that somebody else does it. And then you say, oh, somebody else is doing it now. You're right, they are. Because God's purpose will be fulfilled through whoever he has to fulfill it through, whether that's you or someone else. And he gave it to you, but you sit planning. And he's saying, okay, I need you to move. I need you to move. I need you to take that risk. I need you to take that leap of faith. And then we look at it, we're like, oh, somebody else is doing it. Yep, they are. Because you stayed planning past your planning period. The study hall bell rang and you still sitting in study hall when you should be switching classes. Come on, Nugget. You're sitting in study hall when you should be in another class. So he keeps you in planning till you say, oh, it's not for me, or someone else is doing it now. And now you've given up before you've even gotten started. And the truth is, you're delaying somebody else's breakthrough with your procrastination. Hello, somebody, church and amen. The truth is, you're delaying somebody else's breakthrough with your disobedience because staying stuck is disobedient. Yeah, we're talking about it today. Let that sink in. Your disobedience from moving from where you are to where you're meant to be is hindering somebody else from getting where they need to be. I say it all the time, y'all. Your purpose connects to someone else. They cannot walk in theirs until you are walking in yours. I didn't realize the impact of that when God gave it to me. My purpose, when I had my retreat, I had to have somebody to buy my shirts from. I was able to support a friend. I had to hire somebody to be a chef. I had to have an admin team. There's a girl who came to that retreat, two, many. But one said, I didn't believe I had a purpose. And she out here in multi-level marketing making coins, y'all. Another young lady had a business, was doing, a little bit here and there, now does websites and marketing and all kinds of things for well-known people. And I'm not saying it because it was only my step of obedience that allowed them to be in the room. I had never even been to a retreat. I had no idea what I was doing, but I had that internal knowing that was saying, you have to take this risk. You have to take this step of obedience. And at the time, I didn't even know why. I just knew I was supposed to. So maybe that's you today. Maybe you don't know why. You just know you have to. I'm encouraging you to take the leap. Take the leap, y'all. Breaking free from staying where you are, movement. Movement creates the clarity you need sometimes to get from A to B. Because I just start moving. You know how you start driving and you're not really sure where you're going? And then you see something you know, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going the right way. Y'all with me? Did y'all catch that? You just start driving, and then maybe I get a little turnaround or I get a little lost, like, wait, am I, and then I see, oh, yeah, 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 I am going the right way. I do it all the time. I say all the time, dude, you think I wasn't born and raised in Myrtle Beach? I'd be like, where am I going again? Which what? And I'm like, girl, but I see a landmark that reminds me, oh, yeah, I'm going the right way. God is going to send you someone, something, something that says, okay, yes, I'm going the right way. All right. You don't need a massive leap. Just take a small step. It doesn't, we think we have to go from here all the way over here. When the truth is, I can go right here, and then right here, and then right here. Y'all, guess what? I'm still getting over there. Am I not? Okay. Hello. Right here, right here. I didn't have to go like this. I can. He gonna work that out. That ain't up to me. But all I got to do is this. Okay, yep. All right, I'm gonna host a retreat. Let me research a little bit. Okay, let me call and see if my cousin could cater it. Okay, let me start researching a house, I guess. Okay, cool. Let me ask my friend, could she come and bake some stuff? Because I like baked treats. Let me see. Yep, she can come. Okay, let me see if my friend who's really good at admin stuff will help me out. Because I don't know about that. This was how I got over here, y'all. It was just little steps that I took to say, okay, did I know what over here was going to look like? No, not at all. So let me tell you what that looks like. That looks like recording. You're supposed to start a podcast? A podcast? Record 20 seconds of something, 30 seconds of something. You're supposed to go live on Facebook, hit that record button. Voice shaking, hand shaking, hair a mess. It don't even matter. I honestly am gonna go back, look back at my first live. I started going live on Facebook, y'all. That's where all of this started. It was go live. And I was like, what am I supposed to say? I had no clue. But I hit that record button and God gave me something. I don't even think I had notes. I was just sitting there like, hey, y'all. I was encouraging people from my car. Why? Because my children were in here and that was the only quiet space that I had was my car. And I sat and I hit record and I was like, oh my goodness, fumbled over my words. I'm sure I'm going to go back. And if I can find it, I know I can. I'm going to upload the video so y'all can see where I started versus where I am now. I hope I sound a little bit better than when I started all those years ago. Y'all, I don't even know how it probably was my mama on there on my very first live. I'm not even gonna lie. It was just my mom. But that wasn't the point. The point was the obedience that it took for me to start. Just to say, okay, I'm gonna do that. Right? Don't you know that blessings in motion? The blessing is in the motion. The blessing was in the motion of me just going live on Facebook, not the perfection that I would have waited on. Like, let me take a speech class. Let me do this before I do it. No, hey, y'all. And yes, I say y'all. But I can also say, hi, how are we? It was the obedience. The blessing was in the movement, me hitting that button. So let me give you some simple ways that you can shift your mindset around it. Done is better than perfect. You did it. Y'all, I went live. I hit the end button. I was like, I remember sitting back in the seat in the car like, it's over. And then it was like, go live again tomorrow. What? Why? I did the first one. Am I done? No. I went live every day for months. I don't even remember how long. Okay? Done is better than perfect. Get it done. All right? Second thing, y'all, you can't steer a parked car. When you park your car, turn off, you can't move the steering wheel. If you are a parked car and you ain't moving, you can't go nowhere. Move. Move. Get to moving. Okay? Third thing, the more action you take, the less anxiety you will have around the action. Did y'all hear me? The more action you take, the less anxiety, the little thing go this way, anxiety on this side, the less anxiety you'll feel about moving because you've taken some action. But we sit in the place of, I don't know, I'm scared, I'm afraid, I don't know what it's going to be. And that's the anxiety on this side. All you do is take an action. All I did was press record and it took away the anxiety. And the next day, I was still a little afraid, but it was like, I know I can do it because I did it yesterday. He never said go live for 30 minutes. He said go live. A little motivational quote. Okay, let me give y'all a little nugget and let me move on. And that was it. It didn't have to be this long dissertation that I felt like it had to be. It just had to be something. And then the next day, I still felt a little like, but I hit the button. I didn't. Like, oh my gosh. I just click. Hey, y'all. Hey. Okay. So the more movement you do, action, the less anxiety you'll feel about doing it. Okay. So, what's the tiny thing that you can do this week? Record a 60-second video. It ain't gotta be long. It don't have to be YouTube long. Record something if you're supposed to record. If you're supposed to start a business, have you looked up an LLC? What's the name? If you feel like, oh, I'm supposed to, what's the name of it? Don't, you would be amazed. I'm a good catchphrase girl. Listen, y'all need a catchphrase? Reach out to me. There is a fee now. Okay, a good name, and this is what it is. My husband, more home inspections because you get more for your money. Hello. Purpose moments because your purpose connects to someone else. They can't walk in theirs until you walk in yours. Combat ready, we are always fighting for the best version of her. Healing, evolution, and well, wait, reclaiming. There it is. I'm like, wait, I'm not. We're always fighting for her. Do y'all hear me? I'll come on one like that. You got weddings, you name it, I got you. Okay. Do you have a name yet for your business? Have you done? Have you applied for an LLC? Have you applied for a business license? Those are small steps that you could take. Y'all, you're supposed to start something, send it, I don't know, send the email with the typos. Who cares? My first manuscript, I know that lady was like, what in the world? All kinds of messed up stuff, I'm sure. But I submitted it. I had a deadline and I was like, I'm gonna ask her for an extension. No, you're not. You're gonna submit it. And that's what I did. And she gave me all kind of corrections to make. I was like, man, this like rewriting the whole thing. But it was okay. I submitted it, right? And so post your first video with shaky hands. It's okay. It's all right. I promise you it is. Post it anyway. All right. What does faith in motion look like? We talked about that a little bit earlier. Second James 2 and 17 says, faith without works is dead. Did y'all hear that? Faith without works is dead. Stop asking God to confirm what He already told you to do. I'm gonna raise both my hands on that and say, forgive me, because I always, oh, He got to show me 3 times. No, He doesn't. He showed you once, and that's really all you need. And I have to sit there with myself and be like, girl, quit playing. You already know what you're supposed to do. Get to moving. That's my thing to myself. Now get to moving. And that's why I'm doing this episode, because I'm talking to me just like I'm talking to y'all. Like, stop to, oh, show me again. Why? I showed you first time. Why I gotta show you again? When I tell my children something once, I only want to say it one time. Hello. Why do I have to tell you again? Stop asking him to confirm what you already know he told you to do. Cut it out. I'm not saying we can't seek wisdom and all the things, and I'm not saying that there's not a purpose in the pause sometimes. But when you know, there are times when you know, and sometimes when you're kind of like, oh, I think maybe get some clarity on that. But when you know, I know for me, I know when God has told me to do something. And then I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. Or I always say, give me something else to do. No, I'm not giving you nothing else to do. And the truth is, for me, I push back the things that he has for me right here because I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. Okay, well, you're gonna do it because it's what I need you to do. But you're just gonna delay doing it. And I'm like, so I'm like doing the same thing, like, okay, move. Like, you know what he said, move. Like, do it. Just stop. Somebody else is waiting on you to do what he's asking you to do. Do it. Okay? Y'all, I have met so many faith filled women with empty fruit baskets because they're sitting waiting and thinking about what God has said instead of moving and walking it out. Women who I know have things that they're supposed to do in this earth sitting with baskets empty because they're waiting on another confirmation, they're waiting on another conversation, they're waiting on another whatever it is. And it's like, man, if they would just move, talking to me, if I would just move, if I would just start walking it out, he's already worked. If you will just start walking it out, he has already worked it out. You don't need another sign, y'all. You don't. We feel like we do sometimes because we feel like that's what makes us ready because we got it 3 times. What I'm telling you is all you need to do is start moving your feet. You don't need another friend to say, yeah, girl, you can do it. Just start moving towards something. It. He doesn't need you to have it all figured out. He needs you to trust him. He doesn't need you to have it all figured out. He needs you to trust him enough that he will work it out. All you need to do is start the business, start the second thing, start the registration for school, start the registration to take your state boards, start the registration to apply for a new job, start the application to apply for a new job. Start the application to buy a house, to buy a car, to move, to transfer your children's school. I don't know what it is that he's asking you to do. And I'm not saying everybody's supposed to start a business. What I am saying is start teaching a class, start volunteering somewhere, start a garden. I don't know, but do something. Who knows? You plant a garden outside, it grows, you're able to sell fruit and vegetables. I don't know if that's legal. I ain't telling y'all to do that, okay? What I am saying is from that and you start making recipes or something. And before you know it, you got an online YouTube channel or something. One of the people that I love and I absolutely love her spirit. One day I will meet her in real life, I pray. Is Tabitha Brown. I remember coming across her video online. She was turning a carrot into a hot dog, y'all. Had chili and all on it. And man, did that thing look like a for real hot dog when it was all said and done. And look at her now. If you don't know her, look her up. Tabitha Brown started just posting videos of her making vegan things, vegetarian, and she made meals for her and her family. And I remember coming across her, she was turning a carrot into a hot dog, and she made chili to go on it and all. And I was like, man, that for real looked like a for real hot dog, y'all. I ain't even lying. I was like, that really does look like a hot dog. And that's how she got started, y'all. Maybe it's going like I don't know. But what I am telling you is moving your feet towards something could be the very thing that catapults and changes your life. So, as we reflect and I'm coming to an end, what's something that you know that God has already told you to do that you're sitting and you're waiting on? What would 10 seconds of you being courageous look like this week? 10 seconds. I ain't asking you for 20, 30. What would a text, a phone call, an email, whatever it is, a lie? What would 10 seconds of you saying, I am courageous enough to do this one thing? What would that look like for you this week? So this week's squad, I want you to pick one thing, just one thing that you've been overthinking and take one step toward it. One step. And I am praying for you to be bold enough and brave enough, walking in purpose enough to take a step toward the thing. I'm going to be doing the same. I'm not even going to lie to you because I know that there's something that God has 100% asked me to do, and I just haven't done it yet. That's why I felt it was so important for me to do this episode this week. So we stop waiting on the sideline when He's already called us to be in the game. The truth is, your obedience is not for you, it's for somebody else. So, as we get into my favorite part of the episode, our rapid fire questions. These are on my phone because they're set. Okay. What's one thing you've been researching for way too long? Probably shorts on YouTube. I've been just be like, oh, let me look, let me see. It's like, girl, just post a short, cut it out. If fear wasn't a factor, what would you start today? Um, Honestly, sending my manuscript to get edited. Honestly, I have written another book and I need to send it to get edited, and that's just the truth. That's the one. If there wasn't a factor, your girl is like, oh, I don't know, and that's the truth. What's my go-to procrastination tool? Probably TikTok. TikTok. I love a good. Let me see what's on TikTok about this. I love a good TikTok. I'm not even gonna lie. I think it has replaced. I use Google too, but I love a good. Let me go see what TikTok has on this. What's one messy move that you can make this week toward your purpose? One messy move, meaning I haven't really done anything toward it. That is, I want to plan an event that I have in my brain and to start that. And another messy move is to reach out to some people that I know I'm supposed to reach out to for being guests at my conference. That's a messy move. Like, girl, cut it out. Call these people and stop playing. If they tell you no, okay, they said no. Fine. That means a no, you know. Um, Finish this sentence. Clarity comes when I pray and then move. Yo, I can't tell you the amount of times that I've prayed for something. And yesterday, for example, I'm praying through something for me health-wise, and it was like not even an hour. I was on my way home from where we went in Charleston and driving back, and I got a phone call from the doctor, and I was like, "Man, that was quick." I got into real estate that very way. I was praying and saying, when I really truly pray and let it all go, not just pray, but say, okay, I'm really letting this at your feet, God, because I have no idea what to do with it. And so I prayed. I got into real estate that way. I prayed, got up, and was like, He's going to give me clarity. My husband literally texted me, have you ever thought about going into real estate? Because I was like, Lord, I'm coaching and I'm doing that. And I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something else, but I don't know what that something else is. I just want you to show me. I just have this feeling. My husband literally texted me, have you ever thought about going into real estate? I literally was like, he had no clue. That's why I was praying. He went home. I just was sitting and was like, okay, let me pray about this. Had no idea. And I was like, yeah, I considered it, but I didn't want it to be something else I tried. Y'all, I'm so glad I tried it. I really am. I love it. I had the opportunity to coach, be on leadership, and all kinds of things because I gave a yes to real estate and helped so many clients own homes. y'all. And it gave me the confidence to be able to stand in front of people and have conversations or sit on a couch and talk to you. So, y'all, what's the one thing that you can do this week that gets you from here to here? See how little that is? What's the one thing you can do? Y'all, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Share this episode because somebody else is sitting in the study hall of procrastination, the study hall of research, the study hall of overthinking. And there's something that they are meant to do on this earth that somebody's waiting on. And so you got to get moving. Share this, tag your sister, say at whoever you know needs it. Share it, download the episode, please, y'all. I'm trying to reach a certain amount of downloads that I have in my brain. So download it, share it with someone who you know needs to hear that. You got to stop procrastinating. You got to move. Gets to moving. Y'all have an amazing week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I cannot wait to see y'all again. I don't even know what next week episode is gonna be. I feel like I do in my brain, but I don't. But y'all, it's summertime. My kids are it's about to be all kind of crazy. I'm gonna actually try to get them on an episode. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but we're gonna do our best. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your week whenever you're catching this. Share this with somebody, download the episode, and make sure that you subscribe to the Squad podcast so you are always in the know. I will see y'all later. Bye.